What's going on, guys? Gaming on Budge here, and we're back with episode 2 of our Toronto Maple Leafs franchise mode. So I took time to think about it after posting last night's video. I thought about our lines, and it needs some work. This top six won't carry us. I know Hyman, I'd like him to play more of a third line role, if you will. Defensively, just terrible defense. Like, that needs to be addressed. If not this season, next season. Goaltending, obviously, you might be thinking, what the fuck are you doing putting a 51 overall goaltender in? I honestly have no choice, so I want Garrett Sparks to, because I've played this multiple times and I kind of know what to expect. Garrett Sparks is, he needs some time to figure out what he's doing in this, in the beginning of this season. Special teams just looks ridiculous, obviously. I want to try that, so I'm going to do that. That was just an overview of our lines. We're going to simulate game 1 of the season, so I kind of want to do a little bit more of a simulation like this style opposed to the other one. I mean, obviously to get through games quicker, I'll do the other way, simulating, but after the first period of play, it's going to be 2-1 Leafs. As Shafley gets the first goal, Austin Matthews gets one for us, and Hyman gets another one. After the second period of play, Hendricks puts one in the net, and Adam Lowry, I think it's Adam Lowry, puts one in for them. And after 3 periods of play, it's a 5-3. Line A gets one on us, Trouba gets one on us, and Travis Dermott gets one on us, or scores for us. Trouba, Line A, and Lowry. And 3 stars. That was upsetting. Also, for the Caden Fulcher thing, I know he's only 51, but he's 18, so honestly, what he can grow into. I think that might have been a little bit of a dumb idea on my part because he's only a medium and AHL starter. But Garrett Sparks, I don't know. This game though, game number 2, we are playing. So I just wanted to sim game 1 of the season, but we both took L's. Oh my god. Alright, Anderson, we're looking for a better bounce back game. Lundqvist. It was a close game, in my opinion, obviously, after looking at the stats. Oh, God. Too fast for me. Oh, and they freaking destroy the top shelf. Chris Kreider. Oh, 5-hole. What a shot. Mika Zibanejad. What a shot. That hurts. Around them, oh, not in real life, I don't think he's about to do that. Okay, Richmond, and they put another goal in. I wanted to block the pass. Okay, my man. What is doing it, bro? That's gonna be almost. I'll see 8 parameters, and this is ridiculous. Holy crap. Let's make it scores. Lighting effect. Oh my, this is getting ugly. Oh.
Time of the goal, 18 minutes, 26 seconds.
Charge that goal. Spooner is on the ice. Good. Spin it off him. Oh, scored. Let's get it. Easy. Scoring to put us on the game. Alright, Morgan Riley. Oh, snipe. Alright, it's 6-2. I like it. Alright, let's pull that goalie, try to get the third goal. Ron Agents, 50 goals, hallelujah. Oh, good job, you guys won. You guys were back after that embarrassing loss, 6-2. I'm gonna obviously end up showing you guys the gameplay footage, but that was disgusting. I played terrible. Alright, so now we're gonna get some after that simulation. I mean, obviously you can see that we did win quite a few games. I'm not gonna make a move until I simulate up to here though. Alright guys, we're back after 2 months now of simulation. I'll show you the lines because there was a few injuries. One involving Patrick Marleau pulled his groin, and replacement for Marcel Gotch was who got injured? Not Brown. Sitting right here. I'm just gonna look. Josh Liebo. So I'm gonna show you the stats after 2 months. I mean, Matthews was 27 points. That's pretty good. Got 20 assists, 7 goals. Tavares 11 for 22. Marner is looking pretty sick playing with John Tavares. That means that Hyman's been scoring a few goals. Kadri is a third line center, is pretty good. Jake Gardner with 20 points already. Not even halfway through the season. I mean, I'd like for Jake Gardner to get 55 points this season. If he can do that, I would be happy. Like, Matthews, 60 points is what I want. Tavares, same, 60 points. You two are my two amazing centers. 60 points, 50 points, because I have low expectations for Willie. Because apparently Marner in the game is better than Willie Nylander. Marner is ridiculous in the game, and when you put him beside John Tavares, it's insane. Willie beside Matthews isn't the best, and I don't know why. I know it's a little weird, you're going to be seeing Fulcher, but those are decent stats for a 51 overall. Come on. If he could get to an 890, I'll be fine with that, and if he could just keep it around 3, lower that just a little bit, I'll be fine with it. 890 is not too bad. I expect more, obviously, out of my better goaltender Anderson when he's in between the pipes. Obviously, games played, big difference. Big difference in wins and losses, obviously. Taking a look at the around the league stats. I didn't want to do goalies, but skaters. Nope, just want to do forwards. Goals. Stammer is up there. And where, oh where? Down here is John Tavares. -1. Assists. 24 for Palat. Matthews with 20. That's nice to see. Defenseman now, I think Gardner's going to be up there for that. That's awesome to see him in with the top 4 defensemen in the league. I don't know if he can keep that up, but if he can, that'd be awesome. What do we look like? Okay, these are the big stats here. Goals for per game. We are the team that scores the most per game. And we are the team that lets in the most per game. That's obviously because Caden Fulcher is in between the pipes. Power play percentage, we're the best power play, obviously, because you take a look at that, you wouldn't. And we're the 3rd best in our conference. Those are decent stats. I'm not too upset. I know I can lower the goaltending, but raise the goaltending. But if what I want to is a question. I mean, it's not terrible. He's not obviously pulling his weight. Take a look at those stats. Obviously, you understand why. I want to give him another month. 1 more month. 3 months. If he can bring it to relatively where I want it. Obviously not great backup numbers. I just want to see how much, if this improves the goalie's growth or not. Alright guys, after 3 months, I mean, you see the record, go back to December, it was brutal, and, yep, 51 overall as your backup's not going to get you anywhere. It's got to be done. I do want to see how people are in the AHL performing, because if we have some overachievers down there, this definitely might be some cops. Carl Grunstrom looking alright. I want to keep eyes on the ones that I want the most. Timothy Liljegren being one. Not the best for offensive awareness. 3 points, not that bad. Garrett Sparks is ridiculous. I made the move. Garrett Sparks is now in the NHL. And Chet Picard is the replacement because I knew this, but Caden Fulcher has to go back down to the Hamilton Bulldogs. Alright. Let's just put it back there. This is going to be a longer video. I think this whole series is going to have a bunch of long videos. Might do a live stream. Alright guys, so after treacherous December, as you all remember, this was pretty good. We had, what, 1 loss the whole month? That's ridiculous. Right around here, I want to say it's either 5th or 6th. Felix Sandstrom got to make his NHL, maybe first NHL appearance. We'll check that right now while I'm talking. Unexpected injury. Garrett Sparks tore his groin, and to my surprise, I think Sandstrom played decent. That's decent. He only played 1 game, but he was good. He was great. Obviously, might obviously put him back down. I'm not going to be mad at him for that performance, though. Anderson, let's see how he's doing. That's definitely better. Definitely better. Not Vezina, by any means. I mean, if he can drop that to like a 220 and bring that 924 up to a 935, that would be in contentions with Vezina. John Tavares. Tavares playing with Matthews. Tavares has 24 goals, 20 assists. Matthews, a boatload of assists. That's what I'm going to say. 32 assists. And William Nylander, 26 assists and 12 goals. This line, 11-14. 10-33. Marleau, 12-14. I mean, I want to keep the lines the same, but this third line is definitely pulling its weight. Second line, it looks a little different with John Tavares obviously not there. We got our two I don't want to call him a superstar, but we got our two superstars here. I wish Marleau could like touch 30 goals this season. I'd be happy with that. Marner, 45 assists is what I want to see. John Tavares, obviously 50 goals is alright for him. And because apparently Matthews in this game is not a sniper and a playmaker, I want to see, obviously 45 assists. It's not that much to ask for with him on your line. Nylander's more of the all-around. I don't have set standards for him. This line, I just like how Kadri's got 21 goals, playing with 17 and 13. Defensively, I just want to check stuff. So 5 and 17, 3, 2, and that's 31. That is alright. I am okay with that. I said I wanted 40. Sorry, I said I wanted 50. So he's got a little ways to go, but that's good, man. I'm gonna go check now the league statistics and maybe a move or two. Maybe a move. Alright, where do I gotta go here? That's there. First things first, we gotta check this out. Gardner 31. I'd like to see him at that 50 mark. See if he dropped it down. I definitely think he did after we last checked him. He's hanging in. I mean, what is he? What? Top 15 in the league defenseman. He's tied with Erik Karlsson. Let's just put it that way. Gardner has a few more games in these guys. I mean, I'd like for Gardner to take what? Obviously top 5. He's tied for 9th in the league. For points, that is. I mean, obviously his plus minus says something. Yeah, Charlie McAvoy. Sitting right there. But I back out of that screen because I want to check John Tavares' goals. 24 is not that much. I just want to see. He's sitting tied with Alexander Ovechkin. If it can finish with Ovi, Tavares, Stamkos, I'll be happy. Obviously, I'd like it if they... Oh, and he's tied with Crosby. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I obviously want Tavares to finish on top, but he's playing with Austin Matthews. I don't want to make a trade just to make a trade. the trade I would be doing is maybe going and moving Connor Brown. That would be my only trade. Connor Brown would be put in the mix. Maybe like Hyman, obviously not pulling his weight, that's only 25 points. But if I can trade Brown, maybe a pick or two, or trade Josh Lievo, obviously lower trade value, 14 points to what is 22. Didn't even check for Freddy Johnson. If I could keep that, maybe think of a trade for Josh Lievo for a better goal scorer. More shots that's been taken in. You do look stacked offensively. No doubt, but if I could, I don't want to move Nylander, but if I have to, Patrick Marleau will be moved at the draft. If we win a cup, he's being moved. If we don't win a cup, he's being moved. Too much cap for my liking. And with John Tavares at what, 11 mil, 12 mil, 11 mil. I did give pay raises to Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews, contract extensions. Maybe did I did. Alright guys, I know I was talking, this took me at least 10 minutes to find a deal. Gustav Nyquist. I looked at his shot totals. They weren't good for this season. But when he has good years like that, and this year wasn't bad, but this was his best goal scoring year. But when he had a good year like that, a full season, he scored 27 goals, which is a decent amount, and 27 assists. He's already at 27 assists now. Might reach his all-time assist mark. But I'm playing him beside Mitch Marner. I was thinking maybe get maybe at least 140 out of him for shots this year. 150 could be a possibility with Mitch Marner, obviously. That's the trade. This is what I didn't want to do. Patrick Marleau. Only at 26 points. I had to find someone that was almost equivalent to him. That would be playing in his role. I didn't want to throw him in this deal, but it said we were going to be over cap for next year, which worries me a little. So, obviously a lot of cap, good to go. The plus, the cap's leaving, the minus. Obviously, if we don't make the playoffs, the pick is good. Also, we just put him on Detroit. So that's bad. And if they can keep him and get a good center, he might do damage to us. And obviously, in real life, my opinion on Josh Lievo is as a Maple Leafs organization, we have been a bit of a dick. We've been a little bit of a dick to him. He's not bad in real life in this game. Don't give him credit. They give him a 75 overall. That's pretty much swapping everything. One overall down. Or no, there's the same overall. But he can grow maybe a little bit more playing on a good year. That's a big inbringing. And we get picks to also speed the deal. So let's see if it goes through. Alright, they just don't want to take Patrick Marleau. How about 5% of his contract? Not enough. Most I'll be going is 15. Except John Tavares, Matthews, Nylander, Nyquist, Marner, Hyman. Marner, Nyquist hopefully can pull a rabbit out of his ass, give him a good season. Defensively, we obviously look pretty weak. Not gonna lie. We could get another 81 in there and be a little more solid. But we don't look terrible in that department. I think obviously a lot doing with the fact that Anderson is a beast in the net. Sandstrom, obviously, like I said, pulling his weight. Only one game. I don't care. It was a win, so that was good. That trade might have ended up screwing us when we play against Detroit. They're not out of the woods yet they're not out of the woods for getting a playoff spot yet. They're only 2 points behind. They have Ottawa has a game in hand over them, but Ottawa loses, Detroit wins, they're tied. And we might be seeing him in the playoffs this year. Patrick Marleau. I don't know. You gotta give something to get something. We got a whole big something there in Equus. So I'm gonna go ahead sim the 5th month, I believe. Alright guys, we're back. That was freaking unbelievable. So I'm gonna just give you a little bit of a walkthrough here. So right here is when Garrett Sparks came back. He played the game, but got a pulled groin, or torn groin again, so he's probably done for the rest of the season. I know we have March and April, but he might be back for the playoffs. Yeah, tore his groin, so Sandstrom got called back up. That's funny. 41, 22, and 1. Ridiculous. John Tavares' points, they're pretty good. I don't know, I don't think he got any more goals. Kinda worries me. He must have. Yeah, he must have. Because I know Ovi wouldn't have went in there without goals. Sidney Crosby has dropped off tremendously. Where is he? I had to have passed him. Crosby. Okay, there he is. 25 goals. Obviously not a goal scorer. Don't think we're catching either one of these guys. Tavares could be 3rd best in the league for goals, so if we play him right. Kadri, surprisingly enough, up there. I don't know, I keep backing out of that screen, but that's alright. Obviously Matthews getting the freaking dish in the puck. That's insane. Not gonna get close to 70 points again, but Marner, Nyquist, not scoring goals. What, 1 goal since he's come over? What, he got those shots again though. He's not finding the back of the net. Might be something a little wrong with Nyquist. He's a -5. Not taking him off the Marner. I know. Gonna leave him there. That's pretty funny. Jake Gardner, 37 points, so that's close to. I don't know, man. What are we gonna do? Gardner dropped off, but he's still tied with the freaking. I don't know. Carlson climbed the ladder, but Gardner, he's still sitting in like 15th, 13th, 15th. One of the two. He's still a pretty good defenseman. Where does Riley sit amongst points? Yeah, Riley sitting down with 27. His counterpart sitting up here with 37. I don't know, man. And then goaltender. Oh, fuck. I keep backing on that screen. Excuse me, but goalies. Is he Vezina worthy? Anderson Jeepers. 36 wins. Nobody's catching him there. I just gotta set that to 20 games. Nobody's catching him there. 930 and a 219. So that's not in his favor, obviously. With a 206. But he's sitting down there in like 5th. He's at top of the league for save percentage and wins. If he does not win that Vezina. And with 5 shutouts. 7 with, oh fuck, the Flower. The Flower. He's sitting at 3rd, so he's a top 5 goalie in the NHL this year. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. He's standing on his head. He is standing on his head. 2 points. 3 points for Schneider, but 2 points for Anderson. If that's not if this isn't all Vezina, I don't know what is. That's ridiculous. Looking at our statistics for 2nd in the league, we're facing the Senators right now. If the playoffs were to go in, and the Bruins will be facing the Lightning, and the Bruins would be facing the Lightning, Canadians would go over and face the Devils, and the Blue Jackets would be playing the Penguins. Entire league, where do we sit? We are 3rd in the league. Oh, do I need to say anymore? We are pretty crappy for goals for. I want that to be a 3. I want that to be a 3. If that's a 3, then we're doing good. Goals against. Is your name there? I do see your name down here though. That's not the best. That's far down the list. It's not the best. But what are you gonna do? You have John Tavares. What are you gonna do? You have John Tavares. Leafs are making a playoff run. With that being said, what am I going to do? I need a defenseman. Maybe Kadri goes at the draft for a defenseman. I don't know. I don't want to give him up at that price, but maybe Nyquist goes at the draft for a defenseman, because I wouldn't mind having Nazem the Dream. I wouldn't mind putting him on that second line with Marner to see how many points they collect. I don't know. All I know is I need to figure out cap space is a big issue. Riley's got a really decent contract. Gardner, not the best. That deal really hurts. So that's got to go at the draft. That frees up so much cap space. I'm going to keep him for this year, but we are looking decent. I don't want to leave the episode here. I want to get through this season, but I would rather stop it. I mean, I want to see what's going to happen as much as you guys do. Yeah, this is going to be the end. That's that matchup right there. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like down below if you did enjoy. And we'll see you all later. Peace out.